Hi, my name is Adrienne McCulley. I'm an Associate Clinical Professor at the University of New England in Portland, Maine.
Hi, I'm Erin Hardigan. I'm also an Associate Professor here at the University of New England in the Physical Therapy Department.
So Erin and I are going to talk about our abstract for a current article that studied the same cohort as a recently published article. So the recently published article is the clinical data for 21 women with stress urinary incontinence and 20 women without, and that's by self-report. So the current information we'll be sharing with you is the Gait data, and Erin will walk you through the results.
So what we looked at, and you can see our findings here, we looked for group differences between the women with and without stress urinary incontinence, and then limb differences. So the dominant limb was the limb used to kick a ball. So the group differences that we found here during Gait, we looked at the stance phase of Gait and we broke it down to weight acceptance, mid stance, and terminal stance. And we looked at hip angles, hip moments, which are reported internal moments. So it's the moments used by the body to counteract the ground reaction forces. And we also looked at muscle activity by using surface EMG. So the highlighted in red is the data that was unique for the dominant limb and unique for the non-dominant limb. And these are the group differences with the stress urinary incontinence values being different versus the women without SUI. And then limb differences here, we have the women with SUI on top and the women without SUI shown on bottom. And again, the red data is the data that was unique to each group.
So the clinical implications of this are very interesting. The most significant finding is the women with SUI, particularly in their non-dominant limb, maintained a position of hip adduction and hip internal rotation. And this is significant because the clinical data shows that they had less force production for hip abduction and hip external rotation, which has been reported in the literature before. A unique finding, however, is the glute max, increased activity at terminal stance. So we have some hypotheses about this, and we hope you'll check out the full publication to learn more. Thank you.